Now is my time to tell my story. Yes, yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. I was just thinking, the truth of the matter is, most of us don't get hear the truth that often. How many of you heard that the world, as far as we humans are concerned, are controlled, manipulated, and ran by the most meanest, heartless, cruel, and evil men on earth? They are the ones that run everything on this earth. Now, there are many wonderful people in this mix, but we don't understand what's going on. See, the truth of the matter is, I'm saying this because as a social scientist and spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, and through observation, this is something that needs to be said. We don't understand what's going on. A truth is this. I'm going to say it. Maybe one day the people will understand. This earth, a beautiful gift given to humankind. In it, everything that humankind would ever need to do throughout their entire existence. On this earth, humankind can live as we have considered heaven to be. This is a way, this is one of the ways that humankind can choose and live. This would be a choice by humankind. And a choice would require a certain type of response or action to represent. Yet, on the other hand, is another choice. It is the similar choice that says, basically, rather than have a particular power that allows humankind to come out the way I've just mentioned it here, is to come out the entire opposite. In other words, man is the number one authority. We just said the whole earth is ran by men. Number one authority. We have seen in the United States of America a president who represented what we have been taught in America is despicable. It was representative of evil. It was representative of low down ugliness. To lie, to cheat, to steal. We know people do it, but nobody said it was cool. And yet to blatantly do it publicly, eagerly, and consider it the opposite of what it really is. In other words, don't care what you think. It's okay because I'm doing it. So said this one. And so these are the kind of men that can say, I can kill folks and get away with it. These are the kinds of people that can go amongst others who have said all kinds of evil and ugly things about them. And when you walk away, those same people will be licking their boots. Now, is he that fearful? There are a lot of people, that threatening. There are a lot of people that's afraid. There are a lot of people that's afraid. A lot of people want to live forever. And there are a lot of people that would take you out. I heard somebody say, if you got any doubt, ask John F. Kennedy. A lover boy. Everybody loved John F. Kennedy. It says, but it was nothing but a boom to take him out. And God away with it, just like you got away with killing those black boys down in Mississippi, or the way cops get away with killing black people every day. Just that simple. Power. Power to do what? To do the things to maintain and establish man's system, as opposed to establishing a different system. And that is the thing that separates man's system from the other system, is that man's system works for man, the ones with the meanest, low down, ugly, evil. It works for them. And all the other stuff is allowed in between. But the other system works for everyone. That's the system that I have been trying to speak to you about for so long. You see, given resources, I'd like to share this with you, and a plan, and an opportunity to create and establish heaven, or anything designed on earth as in heaven. Let me say that to you again, because I don't think you got it. Given resources and a plan, you got resources and a plan, and you have an opportunity to create and establish heaven, or anything desired on earth as in heaven. Mankind has been given authority to do these things, to have the ability to do these things. Mankind has been given authority over these things. Now, there's a secret. The secret is an invisible power. For whatever that means, ladies and gentlemen, translate it, do whatever you want to with it, but just hear me, because it means something. You might not get it. You might not ever get it, but it means something. The secret is an invisible power is behind the reason and the source. This invisible power is the highest authority. Remember this. Humankind, this is people like you and I, are the next authority. Now, we are not that ultimate authority. That is that invisible. But our authority is to do what? To treat each other. Ain't that something? As we ourselves. This is so simple. Want to be treated. Simple. Let me just say this again. The secret is an invisible power. It is that power behind the reason and the source. And it is the highest power. Some people call it God. Others might have another name for it. The next authority is humankind. And that authority is expressed through treating one another as we ourselves want to be treated. Now, this brings us complete satisfaction to live according to this. What it does, it satisfies and allows for our needs, for our wants, and for our desires to be met. Satisfaction, that's what we're all seeking. This is in this particular plan. It offers peace. We all say we want peace. It offers prosperity, and you know what that's all about. It offers freedom. It offers joy and happiness. And it offers living the dreams. Now, to attain this end, it requires something new. A new approach that engages everyone here. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to me, because I don't want you to thinking that you just hearing something. I'm not just talking to you. I'm telling you how to accomplish something, because I know you don't know how. Now, engage everyone. That means you and all your folks and all my folks in the process of living, requiring that each one choose now, this is choice, a career. That means getting ready to participate. You're here now, you got to participate. But choose a career that gives you your greatest joy. For this joy, my friend, is why you're here. To enjoy what you're doing. For this is your purpose in life. Now, initially, through this process, the number one concern is survival. And when we talk about survival, we're talking about those essentials for survival, like food and clothing, shelter and education and health care, transportation, infrastructure, and all so on and so on and so forth. Now, listen, all the people, that's all Americans, participating in creating you, my friends. These things, food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, how you are participating in creating these goods and these services. And where are you creating them from? From the free resources. From the free resources that allows humans, we, us, people, all of us, to establish in such an abundance for this reservoir of goods and services that no individual in this country would have to suffer a lack of anything. For this, my friend, is the process of respecting the power that you can't see and honoring our own authority through treating others as we want to be treated. It did not cause us one problem. Not one problem. And so what we do is you encapsulate a system around that to maintain that with the door open to progress always, but never to regress. This is one way. That's not the only way, because there is, my friends, excuse me, another way. And it's a lifestyle just as the one I've just mentioned. Its power source, though, is not invisible. Its power source is visible. I'm talking about man. I'm talking about what I say, those evil, low down, heartless, despicable men, human beings that run the world. And I'm not just talking about sitting on the throne, because I guess you know they are mean and despicable, but they're not, they're underlings. Well, mankind owns nothing. You know, mankind owns nothing. Really owns nothing, but claims everything. Every resource given to the humankind is now controlled and manipulated by man for man's purpose of rulership and all authority. Anybody got any questions? This man takes the innate relationship that humans have with their maker. What you and I and all of us have, just God-given us, make us understand that something is one way or another, something inside of us that it's on that, maybe that second sense or that whatever. Well, this relationship, the system of mankind exploits it for controlled usage. Now, let me tell you what I mean. It begins with them, certain ones, chosen by the invisible God, because they are more worthy, deserving. Now let me say that. I don't think that came out clear enough. Let me say it again. It begins with them, those who running the stuff. It begins by them telling us that they were chosen by an invisible God. Now, they didn't denounce a God. In fact, they agreed with that God that you believe in, that you don't see. Because now they are saying that that God gave them the authority because they are more worthy. They were more deserving, perhaps wiser than everyone else. Perhaps they were just made for this. Thus, they are in charge. And a picture, when you look in this book, the Bible, some of them, they got pictures in there that describes and eliminate perhaps any confusion that one might have about their connection with that invisible power. Now, having taken all the free resources, the oil, the seeds, the trees, the water, and so on and so forth, now the humans must labor hard, for only by the sweat of their brow can they live. That done tricked you right there, got to be a slave, because your God said it. You got to hustle and go through all of the changes that you got to go through, because your God said it. You see how that, now they telling you, one who had no hang-ups whatsoever about lying, who'll do anything. Now they're telling you that your God says, suffer, in essence. So, whew, you no longer have the pleasure of working together for the common good. Now you work for money, for your personal good, justifying the ripoff that's taking place and the scam of having the people pay for what they made and own. Now, out of this process here causes pain and suffering. It creates haves and have-nots. It creates lying and cheating, allows for stealing, hatred and racism and bigotry and terror and war. And it will destroy everything that does not change. It will destroy everything that does not change. You have before you, I think, just presented this, perhaps a post before, under a different topic, that before you is a choice of living your dreams, or the choice of living by making someone else's dream complete, by whatever means necessary. Only those who observe and give their commitment and loyalty to darkness do so, because they are absent of the truth. Those who do not represent, those who do not give allegiance or loyalty to the darkness or evil, they commit themselves, which is evidence of their reality. But it is more than